Namsheed Nazeer from Bahrain. Welcome. I am so glad you are here today. First of all, he's the recycling and social entrepreneur and the founder of the eBin company. He is active in so many areas, but please, Namsheed, will you tell us about what all you are doing right now? Because I think you can say it far better than I can. Welcome. We look forward to hearing from you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me. I have learned a lot from you all, and I'm not doing much. I'm just, recycling is kind of, there are so many misconceptions about recycling. Like even Kai said, some terminologies are all mixed up. And let me introduce first myself, that from 19 years old, I've been into this industry, recycling industry, which is a scrap metal yard, or which is called as material recovery facility, where all the metal recyclables come and then we process it in different ways so that it goes to its own recycling factories. So I've been in this industry for so long, and once I saw in my own home that I wasn't connected with metals, and anything waste metals, it's a direct link to me. So I've seen my wife throwing, the tin cans and the aluminum cans in the waste. And I was like, why do we have to throw that? I kept, my internet is unstable. Yeah, so I have kept 2 bags always. I said, you know what, any metals you get out of the waste, please throw in these bags. And then I collected almost for a year. I can see that at least 2 or 3 kilos per month, I could save it. I mean, and then why to throw that somewhere where this could be used and reused, and, it could be melted and gone to as a great product. So then I had a plan. It's easy nowadays with social media, because like everyone mentioned here, awareness is key. If you don't, work more on awareness, things won't work. And we need a lot of people doing that together, not necessarily perfectly, but imperfectly also, but at least everyone are doing it. And then we started, and I started calling it as not recyclables. I've been 3 months and 4 months, I was trying to get homes and, the moms who actually manage homes. I was trying to connect so many homes and offices. I couldn't. 3-4 months, I couldn't. You know why? Because I didn't know these things are called as recyclables. Actually, it is not. It is called as scrap. I mean, why recyclables never got into the recycling system? Because the word itself was wrong. Then I understood there were so many misconceptions regarding recycling, because when people say recycling, people think plastics. Plastic water bottle. Yeah, let me recycle. No. I should say that 80% in the weight, or 70% in the weight, it's metals which get recycled. So the olden times where our grandfathers and grandmothers have been using the copper utensils and the brass items, these were the golden times for metals recycling. Right now, the value has diminished for all our waste or recyclables, whatever we collect from homes and offices. So it was very hard for us to engage in collection. So what we do is basically we have set some collection methods. On Saturdays, we collect from homes. Over the week, we gather all the collection requests from homes, and we collect on Saturday. We assign all the collection in such a way that we don't lose much fuel or effort, so that, things could make sense. And from Tuesdays, we do for organizations. So coming back to the misconceptions, and then coming back to the actions. I mean, what my thing was that every one of us should recycle. Every one of us should segregate our waste. What we mean by recycle is segregate our waste. Now, when we say segregate our waste, the most common thing we would say what? Plastics. And then we would say what? Metals. And then we would say paper, right? These 3, right? No, it's more than that. It's more than that, because if you just said that, That means automatically you said the paper cups are recyclable. No. The paper cup lids are recyclable. No. All the papers are recyclable. No. Even, I love the cleanups. Even the cleanups call us and say, you know what, you take the recyclables out. There are hardly any recyclables because mostly everything are the for single-use plastics, which is worthless. Because when you buy a water bottle in Bahraini terms, it's how many fills? 100 fills. So what do you think of the diminishing the packaging value? 20 fills, 5 fills. So how can a collection be feasible? So if collection is not feasible, then recycling is not feasible. So now, the importance why I will say why we need every home, every single human being starting to segregate their waste and recycle right, not just recycle metals, paper and plastics and just dump all contaminated waste together. That's not it. We need to segregate into more, like if you all are in Instagram or Facebook, just follow hashtag recycle right. Hashtag recycle right. So in this, you could see that segregation is more deeper than the normal segregations which you see. We need to go more deeper and we need to really understand our waste. It just takes 3 months. When you do more and more and more, it just takes 3 months, you will be master of your own waste. You would be knowing your waste more personally and you would be recycling it right. And then you know what happens? When you go to shop, 80% or 90% of the time, you don't want to buy a packaging that was not actually recyclable, though it has a logo. It's the beautiful recyclable logo. That's the funny part. So there are so much misconceptions. How we could start, we need to start by recycling it right and giving it to I don't know if all the attendees are from Bahrain. So if you're in Bahrain, you can just give a follow at eBin company. And if you can ask for recycling list and you can learn as you go. You don't have to be perfectionist to start with us. You can just start and once you see our drivers will be actually rejecting some, then you know that these are not recyclables and we would be only taking only recyclables. And since 1 year, we have had almost 500 to 700 people who's recycling with us. And we did about 30 tons, which could have filled in landfills. And people also became more conscious on not to buy which generates waste, but to buy something that goes in the circular economy. And that's how recycling could help. And yeah, that's it. That's what I wanted to say.
Wow. Thank you, Namsheed. Thank you so much for that information. I totally had no clue about that. I do now, and I will certainly hashtag recycle right. Yeah. And then at the eBin company, we asked for a recycle list. Is that correct? And that's
you could, yeah.
And did you put that that company website in the chat box? Would you be kind enough?
I will do that right now.
Yes, please do. I want to make certain that I go there, take a look at that, share it. Like you said, social media is our friend.
Yes.
And it's going to be what helps us.
It could reach to millions, which is amazing nowadays. We don't have any excuses not to do great things.
That is so true.